itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the sprout again. We are all that spider. Women have been oppressed since the beginning of time. Women are still being oppressed based off of their gender. Truthfully, in our society, women are seen as less than compared to men. With that said, it is most certainly time for the Equal Rights Amendment to be passed. After all, we do live in America. America is the land of hope and opportunities for its people. How does America portray this if the women in our country don't have an amendment that protects them? Who are we to say that America is the place to grow and prosper if we can't defend the women in our country? All throughout, women have actively participated in historical events. For instance, World War II. Women took on men's occupations as men were out in war. They were not obligated to partake in such matters, but they knew what they had to do. They stepped up, proving that they were worthy just as men are. The Seneca Falls Convention of 1848. Amongst the many women that attended, Elizabeth Cady Stanton voiced her opinions. She voiced women discrimination and how it is awfully seen throughout society. She most definitely proved that women can stand up and advocate with what they are displeased with. In all, throughout our history, women have fought, rallied, marched, petitioned, and have gone to the extremes for what they truly know at the bottom of their heart is right. Not passing this amendment would be like disowning these women. What better way to honor the courageous women that fought for equality but by passing an amendment that they have literally been dying for? America has gone back and forth with this amendment, ratifying it but never putting it into action. Once and for all, let's settle the dispute. We are in a different stage in our country. We need change. Change that will actually take place in our society in order to make things right. The gender inequality has shunned within our society all throughout. Why shouldn't women have the same rights as men? We are entitled to equality, regardless of ethnic background, status, and especially gender. We've overcome one fight of slavery and the freedom of men. Now we shall overcome yet another dispute with women's equal rights opportunities as a nation. We, as the people of the United States of America, need to put women into the Constitution. As Abigail Adams in 1789 wrote to her beloved husband, John Adams, talking about our new Constitution, remember the ladies. As she envisioned a world in which women were seen as equals. It's disgusting to see that since 1789, not much has changed. This only proves that since the start, women have wanted change. We as women are well aware of what society thinks of us, and for that reason, we demand change. We demand to be equal. This gender barrier is what is affecting our society for worse. Rather than helping, not passing this amendment will only make more chaos. The gender pay gap is a serious issue. In 2015, full-time female workers made only 80 cents for every dollar earned by men, a whopping gender wage gap of 20%. The amendment calls for equality of rights should not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. Having such amendment applied to the United States would have saved the United States 93 years of conflicts. Stereotypes are made to be broken. As Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. In all, we are in the 21st century. With the 19th Amendment, we as women have been guaranteed the right to vote. But that is not sufficient. Now, I strongly encourage that we shall fight for our equality under the Constitution. Organizations like the American Association of University of Women can show the long-lasting results of empowering women. Like, for example, this speech in which women are allowed to voice their opinions. After all, America should be home to equality. Having this amendment is the most important thing we need and deserve to fight against the injustices of inequalities. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. May we never drop, may we stay at the top, and we shall pass this amendment in order to make things right.